Hey everyone, it's me, Brian. Welcome back to my home. So a coworker stopped me the other day in the break room and asked me what I hoped to achieve with all this talk encouraging a union at our company. And I think that's something really important to talk about on here. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. Before I start with what's motivating these videos, why I'm encouraging forming a union at work, I'm going to ask the favor, like, subscribe, share, get this message out. I believe that this is an important one. In this video, I want to be clear about my motivation for myself. So, like I've talked about before, what do unions encourage in the workplace? Livable wages, safer working conditions, an environment that requires management to include employees when making decisions that impact everyone. And the result, in most cases, is a more equitable distribution of wealth and happier employees. Is it a golden ticket? No. And again, this is a direct reply to my CEO's misleading statement that unions are going to make you promises. This is not a promise, but there's a lot of evidence that supports what I'm talking about. I'm working on a video right now that examines that evidence. So again, I'm going to ask you for the favor, subscribe. Wages, hours, bargaining power. Those aren't the changes I'm going to talk about today. I'm not even going to focus on facts. I don't think they're important in this video. I'm going to ask you to just listen to what I really hope to achieve as an outcome of unionizing my workplace. And yes, I believe this. My CEO encouraged us to listen to each other yesterday when we have disagreements and find empathy for each other's points of view. I agree. So this is just my point of view, just mine. There is, I promise, a child within blocks of where you are and I am right now who's hungry. There is, I promise, a family within blocks who is fearing the first of the month when rent is due. There is, I promise, a single parent within blocks of where you are sitting right now who is being required to, and this is a recent suggestion of a supervisor at our company, to just get a second job. I'm sorry if I started to dip into facts a little bit. Let's get back into my brain. We can change that. We can feed that child. We can support that family. We can prevent the necessity of a single parent just getting a second job. We have the rights as workers to tell a supervisor that getting a second job should be a choice and not a necessity. I do not believe in using the word should, and I am happy to use it here. We can, as workers, demand equitable distribution of wealth in this country. I'm here making this video to tell you that by forming a union at one of the largest mental health care providers in the state, we can be an example and a leader that shows others that is possible. Possible is an important word to use here because there are many possibilities, and this is just one of them, the one that I have chosen to focus on because I believe that this is a practical step that we can take to make a change. We can become an example to our community, an example that shows when employees organize, which is legally our right, we can improve the lives of others. And when we become an example, it shows others that it can be accomplished. We can show others that there is nothing wrong with advocating for yourself. So you're my motivation. The person watching this, the person who disagrees with me, you're my motivation. And we can lift up the world around us. This isn't about me. This is about you. This is about young people who live steps away from me. Young people I will never meet. Young people with, by no fault of their own, have been dealt a hand that is currently never going to win. So what do I hope to achieve by forming a union? I hope to show young people that fighting for and believing in their future is not a pipe dream. What I hope to achieve by forming a union is to be an example to the community that my work impacts. My hope is to empower them to have the courage to stand up and say, I matter. That's what I'm doing here. I am stepping into fear and uncertainty. I am leaning into what I believe, and I have reached a point in my life where I am comfortable calling people out when all they're offering up is lip service, and I'm holding myself to that standard. I'm asking others at my organization to join me in my effort to improve the lives of the community we serve. That is exactly what I hope to achieve.